Welcome everyone to our webinar on enhancing your giving opportunities with Foundation Cloud and Fiserv. We are excited to share this partnership information with you. My name is Amy Strom, your Director of Client Success, and today you'll be hearing from Jeff Armstrong, our Chief Innovation Officer, Christy Bio, our Vice President of Client Experience, and Mitchell Asbury, our Partner Development Executive with Fiserv. A couple of housekeeping items. We are recording today's presentation and are happy to send you a link to the recording so that you can share it with your colleagues and have it for reference. Also, if you have questions during the presentation, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your Zoom screen, and we'll make time at the end to discuss some of them. Let's quick look at the agenda. Today, we will have an overview of Foundation Cloud's giving opportunities and giving links functionality. And we'll share about our partnership with Fiserv and be able to see the Fiserv platform in action. We are so excited to share our giving opportunities and giving links functionality with you. Giving opportunities allows you to highlight relevant community-based programs to your fund holders. This can be a special emergency fund for your community, a new playground for the local school, or a special interest need that could use some extra attention. You'll be able to highlight these programs to your donors that have the same interests and passion in their philanthropic goals. To enhance the outreach efforts, giving links is available to be shared outside Foundation Cloud. Your fund holders can share these links to their own social media, expanding the fundraising efforts. Your organization can construct marketing efforts, driving donors across the community to these links with no need for a login to Foundation Cloud. I hope I have piqued your interest just a little bit. I'm going to hand it off to Jeff to show this functionality. Take it away, Jeff.
Right, thank you, Amy. Greetings, folks. As Amy just said, there are a couple of features now in Foundation Cloud Community Portal, which were previously only available to authenticated fund holders when they had logged in. These are now available to folks who have not signed into the portal. So you can create links on your own website or through social media marketing campaigns, et cetera, to drive folks directly to your Spectrum web portal to make online contributions and to see giving opportunities. So this is our online donations form in the portal. As you can see, I'm not signed in here. I'm just visiting the site as a site visitor. And all the funds that the foundation has chosen to make public available for giving, we can now see these funds here. We can choose a fund to which we want to give. Each fund can be configured with its own default amounts. You can also configure a fund to allow other amounts to be given. And so on this page, donors can just go ahead and donate to a particular fund. There's an option here where we can help by covering the merchant fee, the Fiserv processing fee. I've left this here intentionally, enter the amount or percent here, so your foundation can customize, add whatever verbiage you like here. You can choose to make a donation anonymously or not. You can do a gift as a tribute. This gift is in memory of, and then you'd put in that person's name if you chose to. Any comments you want to make as a part of this donation, fill out your personal information or let your browser do the heavy lifting for you. And then you would choose your payment information. You can choose credit card, debit, or you can also choose ACH. And choosing these two options, believe it or not, this down here is not our site. This is Fiserv's site. So this is a little iframe we've got in here for Fiserv payment processing. Enter in your credit card information or your bank information. If your billing information is not the same as the personal address you just entered up there, then you can change that here if you need to, and just click make a donation. It'll process whatever you've typed in here using the Fiserv merchant gateway processor. You can also copy this fundraising link and share it on your own social media. So you can let your donors do some of the heavy lifting there on your crowdfunding. So this is a feature that's now available for folks who haven't logged into the portal. And another feature that's now available here, this is a bit more exciting to me, this is giving opportunities. So all the proposals that you've got in your Foundation Cloud Community Portal can be published as giving opportunities, and you can let your fund holders log in and do crowdfund those giving opportunities, or you can let anonymous site visitors now do this too. So here's an example of one: send kids to camp. I've got just a little bit of verbiage set up on this one. We're trying to raise $250,000. Here's a full description of what this opportunity is all about. I can, again, click here to copy this fundraising link and share that in my own social media if I want to, or I can click this button to contribute, and it's just going to take me right back to that page we saw a second ago. On this particular fund, I've got it set up for custom gift amounts. So one camper was $600, 2 campers is $1,200. And so I can choose one of these and just fill out the same form that I did before for making this online giving opportunity. So this is an exciting new feature that we think you're going to want to take advantage of. Setting up these giving opportunities here in the portal is something that's really straightforward. It's pretty easy. Here in Foundation Cloud Grants, essentially you just take a proposal record and turn it into a giving opportunity. So the one we were just looking at is this ABC Learning Center downtown branch. I'll go ahead and pull up this proposal record. And this web funding tile this web funding tile is where we set it all up. So I'll just go ahead and pull this up. Essentially, all you've got to do to make this a public giving opportunity is to check a couple of boxes here. Do you want it available to your fund holders when they log in to make online transfer recommendations? They can still do that through the portal like they have today. And we can also go make this available to the public. These two are both separate options now. So you've got these two turned on. You set a title, which is what we saw on the portal. You can set a start date and an end date. These are optional, but if you set that start date in the future, it's not going to appear in your portal until that date arrives. If the end date is in the past, it's going to be expired and no longer show up. So these will sort of drive visibility in the portal. You enter in the total goal amount. If your foundation is going to contribute some toward that goal amount, you can put in your contribution amount. You know, maybe this is a $250,000 project and you're going to contribute the first $50,000 and ask for the remaining $200,000 to be raised by fund holders or by donors, site visitors. You associate a fund with this particular giving opportunity, and this is the fund to which all the incoming gifts are going to go. And then the description, you can put your own HTML in here. The engineers have in their backlog a task that at some point we're going to put an HTML editor into here, but I just went ahead and put HTML that was visible out there in the giving opportunity online. And essentially that's all you've got to do to set it up. You can track the funding progress here. You can see the donations that come in. We can drill through and see some of these details. We've also got in our settings menu here in our activity, we've got a transaction log where you can see all the transactions that have come in. This is just our record of the transactions. There's a lot more functionality that Fiserv offers in their portal, which we're going to show in just a minute. But then also do keep in mind that gift records are created in your CRM system once you make these donations. After a successful contribution here in the portal, we do create that gift record in the CRM system. So exciting new functionality here in the portal. Hopefully you guys will be able to take advantage of this. And this integration for online processing is powered through Fiserv. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand the baton back to Chrissy and have her talk a bit more about our partnership with Fiserv. So go ahead, Chrissy.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Jeff. So as many of you know, here at Impact, we are focused on creating best-in-class integrated ecosystem in partnership with our Foundation Cloud. And a part of that focus is expanding our partnerships with leading organizations that enable our customers to use Foundation Cloud more effectively and efficiently than ever before. And that is where our partnership with Fiserv started. As you saw in Jeff's demo, we have great new opportunities within Foundation Cloud when it comes to giving opportunities as well as giving links. And we really want to enable you guys to use those opportunities with a payment processing option that allows you to do that efficiently at reduced rates and very easily. And so Fiserv is now our new payment processing option that you can use in partnership with Foundation Cloud. As I mentioned, we're really focused on delivering those reduced rates, easy reconciliation, and payment security for all gifts that are made on Foundation Cloud Community Portal. So with that being said, I'm now going to turn it on over to Mitchell Asbury with Fiserv, and he's going to share more about Fiserv as well as let us see CardPoint in action so we can really envision what that would look like if you were to choose to partner with Impact and Fiserv to deliver that payment processing within Foundation Cloud.
Thank you, Chrissy. Like she said, my name is Mitchell Asbury. I'm a partner development executive with Fiserv Integrated Payments. What I'm going to be showing you today is our back-end portal that you guys would have access to upon signing up for our integrated payments. This is called CardPoint. CardPoint has a great dashboard here that kind of shows your activity based on your deposits. So right here, you're seeing the funding event. So this will be the actual amount that hits your bank account. Also, here's a little graph that kind of shows based on the month. And then if you had any upcoming notifications like tickets or support questions, those will be shown here. Another thing that our dashboard allows is for you to view if you had multiple locations or if you decided you wanted to have a device for in-person transactions, those would be listed as in here. We have a robust reporting system, kind of that Jeff alluded to, where you can look at all the transactions that you had. You can drill in to see why, if a decline happened, whether it was a bad CVV or a bad card number. You can also look into gateway batches to make sure that everything funded correctly, when it closed. If you want to change your gateway batches, you can. You can also review chargebacks. Your statements are also located in here. Another great item we have with our portal is that we have a virtual terminal where you can take transactions outside of software. So you can basically download our app, or you can go to our website to process a transaction on the fly by just typing in the card information, and then you can email a receipt directly to the customer. You can also schedule payment plans and set up customers. Those are things that a little bit more offerings that we have, but not something that you have to set up. Another great tool is our administration tool, where you can set up different users, and the users can have different access and abilities as far as using the virtual terminal, creating receipts, things like that. And one of the best parts of our portal is our support tab. Our support tab allows you to create tickets. Let's say that you had a bank change, or you want to have a question about why a card got declined, or maybe it's an inquiry of a funding event, things like that. You'll be able to set up also questions about PCI. Another great thing is that these tickets are also visible to Impact. So if there's a question that you have that you're not too sure if it's something that needs to go to us or Impact, it will go to both of us so we can help support you guys with your questions. This is a really great tool, and I think you guys really like it for reconciliation purposes. With that, I will go ahead and pass it back to Amy.
Great, thank you, Matt. I'm going to take the screen back here. I think we're going to just look at a couple questions that are coming across. Mitch, can you talk a little bit about the implementation process? What does that look like, and how long does it take?
The implementation process is fairly quick. First thing we need to do is get some information from you, and basically we need to have setting you up with a new account. So we do need to get an application submitted. That takes anywhere from 2 to 3 days to get that processed, sometimes quicker depending on the accuracy of the application. From there, we send the credentials directly to Impact for them to upload, and it's a fairly quick process at that. So basically, it's just the application, probably 2 to 3 days, depending on the accuracy and how quick we were able to get it approved. And then the credentials go directly to Impact for them to set it up on the back end.
Great. Let's see. Jeff, can you talk a little bit about the implementation on our end of the giving opportunities piece?
Can do. Fortunately, this is a feature that's already built into the product. So our implementation and consulting teams really won't need to do much. We've got essentially all you've got to do, that screen that I walked through a moment ago on going to a proposal and publishing it. It's really going to be just that straightforward. In fact, if I could real quickly share my screen again. I did put together a knowledge base article. We'll give you a link to that after the presentation. But this knowledge base article essentially just talks about what it takes to set up a giving opportunity. Again, we don't need to set up anything additional in Foundation Cloud because you've already got the feature rolled in. So how do we create and publish a giving opportunity in the portal? Once you've got the opportunity published, you can see what it looks like to your fund holders. And then there's a little bit of information in here as well about marketing. Once you're ready and you want to start getting your donors engaged, here's how to generate the URL the link that you'll be sending out to your users. And then also remember that each of those 2 pages that we looked at in the portal have that little copy this link button where you can just get it right onto your clipboard. So This shows you how to monitor the incoming funding progress. And then once your goal is reached or once the timeline is up, how to close out that giving opportunity and process the grant for the recipient or the recipients. So it's all pretty straightforward. We'll give you a link to this knowledge base article. At some point, we hope to do a more detailed white paper, maybe a training video on how to do this. But in the short term, we've got it documented here. Our support team would be more than happy to help you with any issues you've got related to these proposal records in FCG. And it's pretty straightforward.
That's great. Thank you.
You bet.
So what's next? If you're interested in adding the Fiserv functionality to your tech stack and to start using giving opportunities and giving links, reach out. I can help facilitate your next steps. And we also have a joint landing page that will give you more information and outline this partnership. So I want to thank you all for coming today. Should you have any additional questions or need clarification on anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day, everyone.